start the session and just going to repeat the steps once again. So here it is printer. Okay. If you take a PC and you attach a printer, then it is become a local printer. Okay. So whenever you want to take a print, what to do when you want to take the print and go to this PC and open the document, print, and then you will get a print, right? But if you have a multiple PCs in your network, okay, for example, 4 or 5 PCs or 10 PCs are in your network, then column is there. Column is like every time people should come to your place and take a print, right? So A PC, B PC come and here and print. Okay, it is difficult. So what I done, already printer is there and printer is shared. Already printer is there and printer got shared. So then what I'm doing is I attached a printer and I install a printer. Then I shared the printer from here. I shared the printer. So using of PC's IP address, using of PC IP address, okay, PC IP network, okay. So other PCs will access the sharing of this PC and take the printout. Okay, take the printout from here. Okay, so they use this sharing of PCA. Okay, the problem here, if in case my PCA is down or maybe PCA having some operating system issues or some other issues, so we cannot able to take the print. Second is drivers issue also there, 32-bit, 64-bit drivers issue is there. Okay, so that is also sometimes give problem. If the admin is good at adding multiple drivers in single PC, it's okay. Like I have to add 64-bit and 32-bit drivers here. Okay, like this. Second, another okay. So to solve this problem, we are using if you have a large amount of hosts or PCs are there to take printout. Like if you take an enterprise level, okay, 100 or 200, 300 PCs are there in a single network, right? So what happens? We should not depend upon a single PC. So we will depend. Okay, we want to take a print directly without contacting this PC. So what we are using, we take a printer and we connect it directly network. So by default, if you go to Amazon or Flipkart or anything, just okay. So if you go to Amazon, okay, to understand the printer, okay. So just for understanding, I think today network is also slow, or maybe I have to restart 2-3 times this PC. So I type printer, then you can see different printers are there now. Tank printers also came up, all-in-one tank printers also came up. Can you see this is Wi-Fi printer, okay, through network. Okay, this is a normal printers. These printer are directly connected to PC and we can take the print from the PC or share from share with the printer. Okay, so like okay. If in case if you want to see network, you can put it in a Google also, no problem. What happened? It is network. I typed it, but yeah, network printer. So these printers are directly RJ45 connection is there. Okay, RJ. So old type. It's still it is using in network. Okay. Okay, so it's like these printers. These printers are having a nowadays we are getting with the Wi-Fi connection also. Some printers, I thought printer backside connection it will be shows. Not showing anything. It is showing only a scan copy things. Okay, only tray box it is showing. It's a small printer. So I will search in a Google only then to show you picture how it is look like. Network printer. I don't require the price it is. Okay, so images. So like this we can connect, but yeah, here it is network printers are there now. So I need a backside that RJ45 port. It is okay. You can search yourself till you find something. It's okay. So, yes, given Dixit. Okay, guys. It is a printer itself. It's a printer. Now it's not a normal printer. Normally, a network printer contains its own NIC, either Wi-Fi related or maybe wire related. It contains its own NIC. Okay. So we can connect the printer into the network. Okay. Now, if you have a single network printer, total load on a one single printer only. So what I done, I add a multiple printers in my network. So people can use different printers. So load will be shared. But already I told one example that if all PCs are taking print from only one, because earlier only printer one is there. They don't know about printer two and printer three. Then everybody is taking a print from the printer one only. Then problem. So whatever I done, okay. So I make a pool of this printer. So I made a pool, printer pool. Okay, I created a printer pool. Then if anybody want to take a print, and they will give a print job to pool only. So they will forward their print jobs to printer pool only. The printer pool, in the printer pool, it will decide among these printers which one is available. So which one is available, that one will be take a print. For example, printer one and printer two is busy, so printer three is free. Then printer three will take the print job, and someone is giving another print job to the pool. Then it will verify again who is the next available printer. For example, this is printing 100 pages. This is printing only 20 pages. This printing only 2 pages. Who is next available easily? This printer is next available. Okay, like how many prints are remaining in which printer? It is available. And of course, print priority is also there. Based on that also, which printer should be print, which printer is less priority means it won't print. Okay, like this. Okay, like it will, the pool will take the job from the host. Okay, so print jobs, and it will decide which printer should be print. So this is about a printer pool. Okay, so with normal system also we can manage the printer pool, but more efficiently with a printer server. You can more efficiency with a print server, not printer server. Print server is better you utilize. If you are in an Active Directory environment, if you are in a domain environment like a Active Directory environment, so you have a domain controller, right? So through domain controller, so we can tell, so we can authorize which user can able to take a print, which user cannot able to take a print. Also, we can authorize. And second one is we can deploy this printer information to our clients through domain controller using group policies. That is also we are going to see here. In a normal shared printer, we have to tell our clients, or maybe admin has to go to each and every PC, configure the printer network. The shared printer should be configured, right? In a network printer also, we should go to each and every PC and configure the network printer related thing. But when you are in a domain environment, administrative tasks become more easy. Simply create a group policy and a policy for the printer deployment. So and give it to everyone. So then everyone will get printer on there. So we'll see this thing in a practical manner. So I'm not changing the diagram, so don't go to this diagram. Okay. Okay. This diagram I given for my our previous class for Windows 10 time. Okay. But here instead of this one, I'm using S1. Instead of this one, C1 only I'm using. Okay. So this is my server. and this is the client, and this is the printer attached to the server. Normally it should be attached to the network only. It is attached into the network only, but here it's attached into the network. So here, from here we are managing. So here we are getting, sorry, so not required diagram. So just directly we'll do a practical part. Guys, to install any role, what to do? I'm putting in a full screen mode. So see, this is a server manager. This is server manager. I'm going to manage. To install roles and features, go to add roles and features. I'm installing my domain controller only. Okay. Role based and feature based installation. Okay. First option only. Then you have to find out where is this print and document services. Okay. Print and document services. Select it. Then click on add features. Click on add features. Next. This is the features. No need to do anything. Just leave like this only. Okay. No need to do anything. Next. Next. So here our print and document services having a 4 additional roles are there internally. Sub roles are there. So one is a print server. Another one is a distributed scan server. Like if you want to create a scanning, machines are there. Then you want to do scanning part, then scanning server. Internet printing. Okay, so you want to know about what is internet printing, read the description, you will understand. If you're not, then it's okay, no problem. LDP means actually it is a Unix based, means Unix and Linux printing related one. For example, if you have a printer which is installed to any Unix or Linux shared printers are there, now you want to communicate with that one, you can install this one. Okay. Okay. This is role is a user for printers are attached to a Unix based PC, Unix and Linux PCs. Then you want to manage that one, or you want to connect to that one, then you can use LDP. Or you want to share that one, you can use this one. But we don't have that environment. We don't use internet printing. Website, internet printing creates a website where users can manage print jobs on the server, and it is also enable users who can internet printing clients use to web browser to connect and print the shared documents on a server by using internet printing protocol, IPP. Okay, so what is this internet printing? Simply it's like a web browser. It will give a web interface. If you are install internet printing and create a web interface for that one, so users, if they want to take a print, so they no need to wait for a become a domain user. They're not required to become a domain user now. Simply any PC in the network, very simple, access it, authenticate, and then give your documents, and printer will print your document. Okay, in a simple manner without doing this sharing thing and all kind of stuff. So you can sit in any place and then you can take a print through a web browser. Okay, web browser service. So scanning related one, but we want only one, so leave it for a first one only. Next, I'm using only one, so first one only. Maybe you forget this one or not. I select the print and document services only and add features. Then first one only. Select this one. It won't restart. If you don't select also, no problem. In this one, okay. Let it install. Let the print server is install. Okay. Let it install. It is going on install. Uh, so I will pause install. Okay. This is got installed. Installation succeeded. Now I'll put in a full screen mode and yeah, completed. Close. No need to do anything extra job now. So it is showing a flag symbol notification successful. Okay. Now go to the tools, open print management. Go to the tools and open the print management. Okay. So now this print management is open. You can see print server. Okay. Left hand side, you can see print server, and I'm clicking on this server name. The server is local. Okay. Then I clicking on printers. So this is printers. It is already two printers are there, which is a Microsoft printers only. A Microsoft print to PDF, like you can convert a document into the PDF thing. By default, it is there. And if you want to use XPS writer, it is a old type. Still, it is using XPS document thing, like a PDF type only. You can convert a document into that one. Okay. Now I have to add a printer, right? So I go to the printers, right click on the printers, add a printer. Okay, here we are adding a TCP/IP printer. It means network printer we are using. If you want to search for a network printer, search the network for printers. Means if any printer is available in network, it will find and it will add it. I don't have any printers here. Okay, I don't have any printers here, and I am not using any local printers here. I'm using a network printer. Without a printer, we are adding. So just for understanding on, add TCP/IP or web service printer by IP address or host name. Either it is a printer name or maybe a IP address. If you are mention your printer in DNS, you can directly through host name we can able to connect it. Otherwise, give the IP address. Okay. It is auto detect or TCP device. So select the TCP device. Unselect this one. Auto detect the printer driver to use it. So unselect it. Even though it will take time. Okay. IP address I'm giving. IP must be in your network, but which IP it is your wish, which is not used IP, you can use it. So what I'm going to use it. I'm using a 201. 201 as my IP address. No problem. Just this IP I'm not using for anything in a DNS or anything. No name and nothing is there. So this is I'm using 201. Okay. So 170.16.0.201 because it's in my network. Actually, with that IP, there is no printer. Nothing is there. Just I giving only. Okay. It's searching for that IP address. It won't find anything. So once it is not finding anything, so you have to tell what is the type of driver sender. So think like that without attaching a printer or before attaching the printer. I'm doing this one. Okay, we should not do like that, but we don't have a choice. If my company or you purchase a network printer, I will show you how to add it. And you should buy at least 2 printers. Charging completed. It will take just little bit time to search for first time. Second time it won't search. Why? Because of you are manipulating that one. Yeah, now it is came. Can you see? It is asking questions also. When you find, just read these things so you will understand how to troubleshoot the printer thing. Whether it is on, network is connected, properly configured, or previously address on the previous page is correct, like that. Okay. So don't change anything. Just it's a network card. This is generic network card. Next, just next only. Hmm? Why it is? What happened to this one?